As you can see, we have a list of users. We have a list of user 1 and user 2. We don't have the search in this tutorial, but if you would like me to do a tutorial to illustrate how you can be able to add search in a RecyclerView using Kotlin, comment in the section below, and then I will be able to make a tutorial to demonstrate how to add search in a RecyclerView that uses Kotlin. So as you can see, when I click, you have a pop-up that displays clicked item and the name of the clicked item. This is the name and this is the description. As you can see, I have 3 Kotlin files. I have main activity, I have my adapter, and finally I have my model. Within the model, I'm passing the name and the description. As you can see from the main activity, this is where I'm appending the name and the description. Within the activity main, I have my RecyclerView and I have my text that is user list. I have a background color of color primary, and finally I have the background for the RecyclerView. You can see it within the drawable folder that is here. The low item shows the name and the description, and as you can see from the activity, it's this one. So let's get started and learn how we can be able to create like this one. So I have a fresh project which I'm going to use. So the first thing that I'm going to do is to add RecyclerView dependency. So I'm going to have RecyclerView. I'm going to add it, add the operation library. Okay. So the component is adding. You'll need internet connection for this one. So once it's added successfully, I'm going to remove this text and I'm going to change the parent layout to linear layout. I'm going to give it orientation to be vertical. In the height, I'm going to lab content. I'm going to give it ID of RecyclerView. So I'm going to learn what we have and see. Let me close this one. So the application is learning. Let's wait and see. Indexing. It's building now. And then it's launching. As you can see, we have an empty activity with a RecyclerView in country. So I'm going to remove this one. So I'm going to go to my style and say no action bar. So let's learn again and see. So as you can see now, we have empty. Then I'm going to add the text view here and the RecyclerView here. So I'm going to go to my drawable and create a drawable resource file, and I'm going to call it RecyclerView background. Here I'm going to have shape, and I'm going to have solid, which will be my color. So solid color, I want to make it white. So I have a couple of colors that I'm going to use. So I'm going to have these colors. Here I have primary dark, ancient, and white. So the background color, I'm going to have white color. And I'm going to give it corners. I'm going to have top. I'm going to give it 15. And top left, I'm also going to give it 15. Back to my main activity, I'm going to give this one a sum of 5. And I'm going to have another relative layout here. Match parent, lab content. Then I'm going to have text view, lab content, lab content. and the text will be users list. I'm going to center it in palette, true. I'm going to give height 0, and I'm going to give it weight 1. The background color here, I'm going to have primary color. The text color, I'm going to give it white. The size, I'm going to give it 18. And style, I'm going to get bold. I'm going to have another palette layout here with a height of 0 and a weight of 4. I'm going to give this one a background color of RV background. I'm going to give it padding of 10. And the recycler view, I'm going to give it top 10. Start margin, I'm going to give it 4, and end margin, I'm going to give it 4. So let's learn and see what we have. So the app is installing. So as you can see, we have user list, but we don't have the content. So the next thing that I'm going to do is to add the content of the RecyclerView. So I'm going to begin by creating my model class, and I'm going to have Kotlin class, and I'm going to say my model. And this one is a data class. So I'm going to say data class, and I'm going to give val name of type string, val description of type string. So we don't need this one. The next thing that I'm going to add is my adapter. So I'm going to have a Kotlin class, and I'm going to call it my adapter. I'm going to have a constructor with private val context of type context, and I'm going to implement RecyclerView dot adapter, and within it I'm going to have my RecyclerView adapter, my RecyclerView adapter vh. So I'm going to create this class. I'm going to implement view holder here. So I'm going to have RecyclerView dot view holder, and I'm going to add constructor. This one I'm going to implement several methods. You have on create, get item count, and on bind. So let me remove this one to do this one also, and this one. So I'm going to have my class below, and I'm going to have this one below on bind. So I'm going to have private my list of items, which will be a list of my model. And I'm going to have function set data. And in the function set data, I'm going to have item which is a list of my model. So we have a list of my model, and I'm going to have these items is equal to items, and I'm going to notify set data change. So within the get item count, I'm going to return items dot size. On create, I'm going to have val context will be parent dot context. Then I'm going to have layout inflator dot from my context dot inflate all dot layout dot. Let's create a low item that is going to hold my RecyclerView data. So I'm going to say low items, and within it I'm going to change this one to linear layout. I'm going to lab content. I'm going to have text view, lab content, lab content. I'm going to call this one ID TV header, and the text I'm going to give it is name. I'm going to give this one a padding of 10 and a margin of 4. This one I'm going to give it size 16, and I'm going to give it color, text color to be black. Below it I'm going to have another text view, lab content, and this one I'm going to give it ID TV description. The text I'm going to say description, and the orientation here should be vertical. Top I'm going to give it 2, size I'm going to give it 14, back to my adapter, and then I'm going to have all layout.low items. I'm going to have parent here, and attach I'm going to have false. So I'm going to return my adapter dot my adapter and then to my adapter here I'm going to have val TV name, that I'm going to have item view dot TV header. I'm going to have val TV desk, which is description, and I'm going to have item view dot TV description. So within on byte I'm going to have val my model, which is items possession. Then I'm going to have val name, which is my model dot name. I'm going to have val desk, which is description, my model dot description. I'm going to set this data, so I'm going to have folder dot TV name dot text is equals to name. Then I'm going to have folder dot TV description dot text is equals to desk. Let's change this one to val. To my main activity, I'm going to have val my adapter, which is my adapter, and I'm going to have context as this. I'm going to have val adapter data, which will be my adapter dot set data, and I'm going to have my data here. So I'm going to have val my data, which is array of, remember we have my model, and within my model I'm passing two arguments, that is name and description. So I'll have one, and I'll say one description. So I'm going to pass that one. Let's see. Okay, this should be a list of. So this one should be list of okay, list of my model, and then I'm going to pass it here. So I'm going to have my RecyclerView dot adapter is equals to adapter data. So let me remove this one, and I'm going to have it as my adapter. So let's learn and see what we got. So the application is installing, and now it's launching. Oops, we don't have anything displayed, so I'm going to have RecyclerView dot linear layout manager is equals to layout manager dot, I'm going to give it this. I'm actually also going to add decoration. So I'm going to have divider item decoration. I'm going to pass this, and then I'm going to have divider decoration. I'm going to have vertical. So let's learn again. So the app is installing now, launching. There we have one and one description. So let's add a couple of name and description. So I'm going to have Control D to duplicate this one. In this one I'm going to say 2. This one I'm going to have 2. So let's learn again. Installing the application, launching. So we have 1 and 2. So I'm going to add on click listener. So back to my adapter, and I'm going to have interface here. Interface, click listener. Within it, I'm going to have fun, create item, and I'm going to pass it in my context. So I'll have private, click listener, let's just copy this one, paste it here. So I'm going to pass this click listener, and then in my byte view, I'm going to have folder dot item view dot. So we have item view dot set on click listener. So once you click, I'm going to have click listener dot click item, and I'm going to pass my model. So once you click that item view, I'm going to pass this my model, and back to my main activity, I'm going to implement my adapter dot click listener, and then I'm going to implement the method. And here we have our to do. Within the to do, I'm going to have val name, which is of type string. Let me just do it toast dot make text. The context is this. I'm going to have clicked item. The clicked item should be my model.name. You can even display the description. And then I'm going to have toast.length long. And finally, I'm going to show. So let's learn again and see. So I'm going to pass this on. We have these. So the app is installing. So we have when I click one, we have clicked item is one. When I click two, we have clicked item is two. So the second this is for click listener. So that's all guys for this tutorial. If you'd like me to make another one with a search, please comment below. Thank you for watching. If you are new, remember to subscribe.